eyes all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
And I approve this message.
Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Just win, baby, win, baby, win, baby. We are the Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Just win, baby, win, baby, win, baby. Don't need no invitation. We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still committed. So if you want a piece of this, you can come and get it. Touchdown, touchdown. Let's throw a bomb on first down. Let's throw a bomb on every down. First we score, then we clown. Having fun, look around. Nobody loud as a Raider crowd. Nobody proud as a Raider crowd. NFL, how you like me now? We gon' do this open style. Nothing but action. I'm Bo Jackson. Hit the hole, run you over. Goal line, jumping over. Going crazy. Lose your soul, lose your mind in the black hole. Here's the goal, Super Bowl. And everybody here, get to go. Don't need no invitation. No. We are that Raider Nation. Yeah. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still committed. So if you want a piece of this, you can come and get it. Oakland Raiders.
Welcome to the Black House. If you're a Niner fan, 22. Marshawn Lynch said, fuck you. I'm a Raider from the Bay of the Vegas, fool. I'm a Raider from the Bay of the Vegas, fool. Oakland on mine, so this shit great. But I still got love for niggas from the city. Welcome to the Black House.
Raiders! What it is, baby.
What's going on, everybody?
Y'all know my favorite part about playing music like that is watching Jim.
I'm always dancing in the background.
We need to mix it up though. We need to come up with some AC/DC ones too, huh, Jeff?
Well, we will, bro.
What's up, fellas?
Let's crack
it, man. Same faces, new show, new day, new channel. Let's go.
Right.
Let's go.
Sure.
Welcome to the Black Hole. The Most Notorious Podcast, baby.
The Most Notorious.
Yeah.
Man.
I am excited for this. I really am.
I need to see it more in your voice. Like, tell me how excited you are.
I'm thoroughly excited for this because of where this could go going in the future. Like how we can make this grow and developing with the four of us working together on this, doing this. I think we're in line for some great things with this. I really feel that. I really, really do. You know, I'm glad we're doing this. I really am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ecstatic.
Right, man. I'd be like, and you guys, as you guys know, we got the blessing from the higher ups to use our logos to come out here and put out a podcast for our people, by our president. So this is kind of it. And we're busting out all the latest and greatest information on this channel, giving it to you guys for real. So, guys, we hope you guys enjoy. We hope you guys interact. And we hope that we bring you guys the most up-to-date information from the Black Hole from every region. I'd be like, we got Jeff representing the East Coast. We got, Leo representing the West Coast or the other left coast. We got
whoa. What do you mean other West Coast, bro? There's only one coast.
Other left coast.
Left coast.
Other left coast, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we got our big brother down there representing out of the military chapter. He represents the internet and the big TX. And I represent the Rocky Mountain region. So, hey, man, let's get it on. And, fellas, what do we got for him today?
Man, the crazy part too, like about James's thing is the military out part, bro. I love that part. That's how me and James actually connected. I saw that, and I thought that shit was dope because
the camouflage brigade. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about y'all, but when I served, man, we was trying to listen to the games on the Armed Forces Network. You know,
Yep.
it wasn't like
No.
it wasn't like nowadays. So it was definitely a lot different. A lot different. Shout out to the chat. I appreciate y'all being in here. Appreciate y'all tuning in for our first but not last, Notorious podcast, like you said. Obviously, the fellas are all decked out in their black hole gear. Me and Jeff are relatively new, so we still gotta wait to get our stuff. I only have.
Where's the drum roll? Where's the drum roll, Leo? Right? We need the drum roll to announce this. Yo,
I only have the shirt that came in my box, and I think Jeff too.
That's funny.
When I get the shirt, I want to get the trucker hat, but they're out. So
the trucker hat,
yeah.
Until then, congratulations, fellas. Hey, I want to welcome you guys to the family. Hey, as you guys know, hey, Leo, new president, TBH Inland Empire. He's working with Raw Nation, Raiders Against the World, to bring you something out there. And then Jeff, congratulations as well, my brother, on taking over.
Right.
I'm like, which is a monster out there. So congratulations, guys. Hey, we love it. We want to make the family bigger, and that's what it's all about. It
is, bro. It really is. It really is. And I think one of the cool things too is like how excited we are about the season, And I know as Raider fans, we say that all the time. Every year, it's our year. We make fun of the Cowboys for doing the same, but we fall in that category sometimes. But something about this season just feels different, And it could just be me, I'm familiar with Pete Carroll. I really am. As much as I hate USC, I know what he did at that program. I knew who the Seahawks were because they were in the AFC West, but he put those motherfuckers on the map, with what he did over there. I didn't hate the 49ers as much, but it was cool to have a team to cheer for to go against them. And it was the Seahawks during that era. So, yeah, but man, it makes me excited. What were you going to say, James?
Pistol Pete, man. I was just reiterating what you said, man. Pete Carroll, that's the difference in everything. Pete and mother effing Carroll, that's the difference.
Yeah. Pete motherfucking Carroll. He is a big difference, Doc. He really is. Yeah.
Oh, and the fact that we got Geno Smith, like I said we would.
Geno, Chip Kelly, we didn't have to, fucking scrape the bottom of the barrel for our offensive coordinator this time.
Thank God.
So that's a huge fucking difference, bro. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, man, you guys are right, man. I think the energy is different, not only inside the stadium, but with the black hole itself this year. I mean, like, guys, you guys, as a lot of you know, we're going to be at the Golden Nugget, this year. We got a store opening up. We got things that are planned out for the whole season. I know, Jeff, I can't wait to see you in New England.
Yeah, me neither.
And, we're going to throw down in New England. I know Leo, I'm trying to make it back for the season opener, bro, to see you down there. I can't do with you in Vegas right after that, but we'll see what happens, man. I'm telling you, man, the energy is different, not only inside but outside. And it looks like this. I'm like, there's accountability in the building.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Pete Carroll bringing that knowledge, bringing that experience, man. It's bringing a different type of energy, not only to the team, but to the fan base. And now it gives us some legitimacy, especially in this conference, man. You're talking about a conference that has Super Bowl winning coaches. Now we have Super Bowl winning coach. We have a Super Bowl winning coach. We have a guy that can build a winning tradition and has done it at every single stop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's proven he can do it, right? It's not just hype. And I think with AP, it was a lot caught up on the hype, and there was a lot of inexperience there, I believed in the hype. I felt it. It brought back a lot of the nation back to the team, to get that shit going again. But the experience wasn't there. The accountability. How many times after a game, like, why didn't we run the damn ball? And then the coach will be on the press conference. I wanted to run the ball. Why the fuck didn't you? And
that's where you go like, hey, man, you're the head coach. You're the head coach and you're not calling the shots. I'd be like, I get you trust your coordinators, but you're the head coach.
Right.
I guess the thing that bugged me about AP was the fact that it was basically a fan that was the coach of the team. You know, I mean, he was a fan before, you know, he was a player in the NFL and everything. So it was being like one of us, you know, becoming the head coach. Because, I mean, I think any one of us probably could have done probably just as good of a job. You know,
relax. Because you still got to get these $1 million athletes to listen.
Couldn't even control the clock. Come on, man.
I mean, come on now. You tell Jack Jones something, he's gonna look at you like, shut your ass up, man. Like,
last time I checked, you know, me as the professional armchair general manager of the Las Vegas Raiders, as I like to say, because I am the armchair general manager, the senior, right? Yeah, AP was cool. He was a breath of fresh air, and I think he was a breath of fresh air only because fans felt like they could relate to him, especially fans from California. Because I remember me being from California, and this guy's pulling up to coach the game, and he's pulling up in a 6'4" Impala. It's hard not to get excited about that, right? And then some of the games start happening, and you see the record. And you start seeing the Impala again as your record's going down, you start feeling a little bit different. You start being like, who cares about this guy's stupid car? You know what I mean?
Like that was cool in the off season, right? Like that was cool.
Yeah.
But in the regular season, I don't need to see that shit all the time. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
When we were still in the honeymoon phase. Who cares?
And that's true. I think AP showed just a lot of I think he showed what ended up becoming a problem later on with his time management, his clock management, especially in preseason. I kind of saw glimpses of that in preseason where he was leaving time on clock, or he just wasn't using all of his time, and I couldn't understand why he was doing that preseason. I thought it was maybe due to situational training and awareness that he was trying to just put the team in different situations to have them do different things, and then I just realized in the season that he just had no idea what the fuck he was doing.
And they had a person assigned for that, remember?
There
was an actual person that was assigned who was the clock management or the game manager or whatever.
Yep.
But
he had zero situational awareness. Zero.
I can't be too bad. I mean, Marvin Lewis was just as bad as that too. So
that's nothing. What was he there?
That's
for?
hella real time.
But let me bring it up like this, man. I mean, like, what did we expect from a rookie head coach? You expect this guy to come in and just be flawless, not make mistakes.
Right.
That's ridiculous, bro. We expected this guy to come in and be the savior of the team. We expected this guy.
He had momentum rolling into the second half of the season.
Absolutely.
The year before. So you thought that momentum was just going to build a little bit more, especially after a draft and.
But I mean, he was a rookie head coach. Remember, he came in as an interim. And
linebacker coach.
And how many interim head coaches have gone on to be successful head coaches?
Right, not that many.
Very small. And that's the thing. You have to have the right team to build around him and have the right structure in order for a young head coach like that to come and develop.
You know what bugged me the most, bro, was the amount of coaches that we paid that didn't do anything. And by those, I mean was the veteran coaches that came in to help, right? Like, what the fuck did Joe Philbin do?
Yeah.
What the fuck with what's his name? Marvin Lewis. What did they do?
Absolutely.
All right, Philbin. I'll defend him on this one.
Of course you will.
Of course I will, because look what happened with the offensive line once he was put in charge of it after they fired whatever the hell.
But why wait till you were in charge? Is what I'm saying. If you were there as an advisor from the get-go,
if he wasn't in charge of the offensive line, how's he going to be? How can he be in that position? Like, how can he say anything if someone else is already in that position? He might have had an input, and they might have just blown him off because, hey, that's not your position, so back off. You don't know what the dynamics was inside the building or inside the coach's office at that point. But as soon as Getty was let go and that other guy was gone, the offensive line coach, I remember his name. That's how much of an impact he was. Once he took over the offensive line, that line started playing better from that point on.
That and the fact that Colton Miller was healing better. Yeah. And, they started adjusting and moving people around.
So they changed the scheme.
He went to center. Yeah.
Have you ever heard the term of too many Chiefs, not enough Indians?
That was exactly what I was telling people. Because it reminded me of, like, when I was in the military, of, like, having all these officers and chiefs who didn't know but they were just there because they were like the stars, or the anchors that were around the building, and they were the ones but there were just too many of them to let the one dude who had to get the job done get it done.
And I mean, like, how many former head coaches were on this coaching staff? It was insane.
Jesus, there were so many.
So how do you listen? I mean, like, as a rookie head coach, thinking about it, right? I don't know, like, if you guys have coached, like I said, I'm like, as a rookie head coach, how do you decide who you're listening to? As you're talking to Marvin Lewis, as you're talking to Joe Kelly, as you're talking to every single guy and saying, hey, who do I listen to? I'm sure his head was getting pulled so many different
Luke
ways.
Getzey's philosophy was different probably than, say, Philbin, right?
And we talked about it. Like, let's look at this. What happens if we get Kingsbury? Is our offensive innovation higher? I'd be like, we called the screenplay. We knew what we were getting with Getzey, and we still hired him. That was the sad part.
Well, maybe at that point, remember, because they didn't want to give Cliff that extra year.
For a year.
Yeah, for a year, bro, a year. Yeah. That's crazy, big dog. Yeah. But I mean, like we said, though, we're focused on now, and that's what makes this year a lot different, right? What's this fool doing back there? What's he playing with? It looks like he got his patches.
Yes.
Did you get your patches?
Well, I got that one.
Oh,
okay. In the back of my vest. I just figured, you know what? At least I'll have something in the black hole behind me. You don't.
Well, I legit only have the shirt that came in the box, which is getting washed, right?
Not my problem.
And then whatever Steven and Marlene gave me when we did the event up north. Yeah. And that's the shirt you're wearing.
Right here.
Yeah, that Corona one. Yeah.
I mean, like, hey, I got you, man. You just start picking up stuff as you go.
No, I will.
And I mean, like, at the end of the day, bro, we're just happy to have you, bro. We're happy to have you guys and add you guys to the team. And I mean, like, I can really see, like, why they added you guys and why
I'm super excited for being part of this now. I wish I did this a long time ago.
Jeff, I met Jeff through another person that had another club, and just to avoid talking about like whatever, but to see Jeff now being in charge of the Black Hole New England and bringing it back, and then the minute he took over, now there's a whole full-on party, for everyone that's coming to the first game. If you're coming to that first game, that's the one you're going to want to go to, from whatever time to whatever time, and that's going to be the big party,
Yeah.
Welcome to the Black Hole. You're the chapter president for the New England.
Yeah, and then that's the other part. It's open to everybody.
Yeah. So game one, we're coming to New England. We're coming to you. So no pressure though. But here's everything for you. It's like, goddamn.
Yeah.
But I was
what do you got planned, Jeff? Real quick for that.
I had everything. I had everything set before it was all official.
All right.
So for the Black Hole itself for the weekend on Saturday night, Saturday afternoon from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock, we're going to be at Blake's Tavern in downtown Providence, Rhode Island. It's a closed private party, so they're closing their restaurant or their business for those 4 hours. So no one from the public's getting in. It's strictly people that are coming to the party. Black Hole members, Raiders Against the World are going to be part of this too, with the help with the promotion to get it out there. They'll be on the flyer for that also. So I've talked with Mike a lot too, so he's definitely coming out. And that goes until 9 o'clock. As far as we're going to have Modelo's going to be in the house, so they've got it on draft already there. They're going to bring in all the different flavors.
Don't forget my Modelo Negro, big dog.
They're going to have it all.
Yes.
I've already been in touch with the liquor distributor or the sales rep for there. She's been in touch with the place that handles all the advertising in Vegas through Modelo, and she's going to get banners made up. She's going to get all kinds of promotional items. I'm trying to see what else I can get from her for like giveaways or whatever. And then on Sunday, we've got the game, obviously. The tailgate, there's nothing planned for a tailgate right now. So, because I don't have the setup to run a tailgate, like as far as grills, the whole 9 yards, it'd be different if I lived in Vegas type of thing or in Oakland at the time. That'd be different. But here I'm not a Pats fan, so I don't have the whole tailgate set up. So we're not doing a tailgate right now. Mark said to just concentrate on doing it big for the Saturday party, and we'll go from there. I'm still trying to see what we can do as far as the tailgate. But that's the plan as far as the black hole stuff. Now I know Will's got some stuff going on while he's
Yeah.
So if you go on Jeff's New England, the Black Hole New England page, you'll see the whole space that we're gonna be at, right?
Yep.
So this is it right here. It's Blake's right?
Blake's Tavern, son.
Blake's. Don't go there expecting Mexican food, my California peeps.
I don't think they got burritos there, bro.
Right?
We had the picture of the food. We actually the owner bought us lunch while we were there, so she's excited to have us there. First of all, but I went with a Philly cheesesteak. The guy that I brought with me, my buddy Dave. Now he's from California. He spent a lot of time out in California, so he's I think he's part Mexican, so he knows Mexican food, and so he said, "Oh, I'm gonna order the fajitas." He had them. He absolutely loved them. But
wait, time out. You know what? I'm gonna leave it alone.
No, listen. The owner said to us, she goes, our Mexican food's actually pretty damn good. And I kind of looked at her weird. I'm like, these are people coming from the West Coast. They're used to Mexican food. I don't want to say, hey, try the Mexican food here. First of all, they're going to be coming to the East Coast. They're going to want to try the seafood. That's the thing.
I gave Arizona a lot of
she goes,
about their stuff.
Everybody, her entire kitchen staff are all Mexicans. She goes, they know how to cook Mexican food. I said, all right,
yeah. I'm not, Elon. I'm not saying it. I'm being nice. I'm keeping it to myself.
Say it. Go ahead, say it. Say it.
But no, man, that's cool. I'm looking forward to it. Like you said, Mike is a big, Raiders Against the World. Shout out to him, bro. Yeah. He's linking up with the Black Hole, doing a lot of the promotion. That dude's damn near messaging me every week, convincing me to let's go. Why are you not going? Damn near basically giving me the damn room. Like, all you gotta do is give me this, and fuck. And I was like, damn, when you put it that way, I might just go, right?
Yeah,
he said, Raider Jeff, do not eat Mexican food
on the East Coast.
Salute, Marcus. Thank you, brother.
Same reason I wouldn't go to California for the seafood or pizza. So
you can though, because we have.
You can go to California for seafood though.
That's what I'm saying. We have ports for that. Yeah, it'll be different. It's a different style the way it's prepared.
Jeff. Okay, yeah. Jeff, hear me out, Jeff. The next time you go to California, don't just order any seafood. Order ceviche. If you've never had it,
you gotta go to the right spot though, bro. You gotta go to the right spot.
Yeah, don't go to Red Lobster and get ceviche. Don't do that.
Yeah. There's good thing is there's no Red Lobsters around here anymore.
I would tell you like this, man. Boston is gonna be a blast.
Pizza sucks on the West Coast.
That's like coming to Providence, Rhode Island, and finding the closest Olive Garden instead of going up on Federal Hill and going to
exactly. Yeah. But what we're saying is that we're known for seafood, but it's different. It's a different style. Even when you go to San Fran, you go to the wharf. I love their seafood. I love the crab there. It's just different. Yeah.
Sorry, man.
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro.
Tell him, Elon.
I'll do it like the Modelo, but
yeah. Aguachile, ceviche. Yeah, bro. Look at that. You a fan of the West Coast, Jeff? Now JD's over here with Monterey kick-ass seafood. Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro.
He's a bigger white guy than I am. What's he know about seafood?
Hey, it's like our brother Jason. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. You gotta go out and try the New England clam chowder. You gotta go out there. You gotta try the seafood on both coasts, man. And you gotta travel. Hey, you gotta travel with your Raiders family as you do it. And I'm gonna tell you something. Everything tastes a little bit better that way. Hey, I never heard of an all-you-can-eat on the West Coast seafood for $120 or $140, bro.
What do you mean? There's all-you-can-eat seafood.
There's an all-you-can-eat. Hey, I'm gonna tell you guys like this: Raider Will, when he goes to New England, there's a secret spot. out there that we are planning with a group of Raiders fans.
Rose Town knows about that.
You know, go to the all-you-can-eat seafood place, and I'd be like, yo, I can't wait. It's going to be a totally different taste, but I love tasting the food from coast to coast.
Yeah, and me too. That's what I love about traveling. When I go to New Orleans, like Jason said, that Cajun boil,
ooh, bro.
Man, I had gumbo over here in Cali, but when I had it in New Orleans, I'm never eating it in Cali again. You know, like it was just way different, bro. Yeah,
I've had actually authentic gumbo up here, believe it or not, and this was at the firehouse. One of the guys came in. He's from Louisiana, and he cooked it for lunch one day at the station. Yeah. Oh my God. One of the best things I've ever eaten. It was tremendous.
Jeff, when we fly in, where's the first place we gotta eat when we hit Boston?
Wahlburgers.
Shut! I'm done.
I'm out of here. Hey.
Jeff is no longer part of the show, y'all. I'm just there. He said Wahlburgers. Get out of here, bro. That even rundown's like, wait up, who made that gumbo? You said somebody from New Orleans. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, you're going to be in Boston. I don't know. There's only that one restaurant that I know of, and that's only because it's one of my wife's clients. That L'Osteria. I don't know.
So can you explain to those of us who aren't from that area? See, in my mind, I thought Gillette was in Boston.
Gillette's about 45 minutes away from Boston. Yeah. Gillette's 20 minutes from my house.
Mm-hmm.
So if I just go up a couple of streets and then just along Route 1, I'm at the stadium already.
Okay. And then there's also a train, right? If I remember correctly.
That's the other thing. Thank you for reminding me. Anybody that is coming out here for this game, there is a commuter rail that runs from the city of Providence to Gillette.
That's what Mike was telling me. Yeah.
It drops you off at the back of the stadium. Then there's also a train that runs from Providence to Boston, and then there's the commuter rail that runs from Boston to Providence. So on Saturday, that's a big deal. If you're staying in Boston and you don't want to rent a car or take an Uber, take the train. It'll drop you off right in downtown Providence. You're like 2 blocks away from the location of the party.
That makes sense.
Cheap too. And then there's the commuter rail train that goes from Boston right to Gillette. So, and the last train out of Providence going back to Boston is like 11 o'clock at night. So, party ends at 9. So you can hop that train pretty much right away and get right back to Boston. It'll save you a shit ton of money on Uber and rentals too.
Yeah, that's the good part too, right?
And Boston's got a legit subway system up there too, so you can get around the city pretty easy because you don't want to drive through Boston. It's a freaking nightmare. I'd rather drive through New York City in rush hour traffic than drive through Boston.
I found it really interesting about how close everything is. I thought Boston was going to be far away from Rhode Island, but it's literally like a 60-mile drive.
Yeah, I can go depending on the time of day with traffic. That's the other thing. Getting in and out of the city with traffic's a pain. But it's about an hour away from here, roughly. With traffic, about an hour.
Oh, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Ru, I know there's not much. Yo.
I was just gonna say, anybody in chat, man, if you guys have any questions about week 1, definitely this time to try and go ahead and get them out. No matter what they are, how big or small, no question's a stupid question. So go ahead and throw them out there because Jeff's gonna be a great host. I won't be able to make it to New England, what I'm saying, with my son's situation, but definitely, hit up Jeff, follow him, whatever. Get as much information from Jeff as possible, man. Because week 1, it's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be a real crazy week 1 on the East Coast.
Well, it's all. Because it's obviously the kickoff for the season. I mean, this is going to tell us everything that first game.
Yeah. Especially because we're going up against another team that I guess some feel is kind of like where we are, right? They got a quarterback. Improved. They got a better coach. They've
definitely improved overall.
Yeah,
the big talk around here is how
what's your
well
question, Nathan? I'm kind of hesitant to ask Nathan what his question is.
Yeah. Just to let you guys know, also, when we fly in Thursday, we will have a group of Raiders fans going around the city, touring around, doing all sorts of just Raider stuff together. We have a duck tour boat that we already got. We got the Godzilla boat we're going to do.
You're doing that on Thursday?
We're doing that on Friday, or on Saturday, we're doing the Godzilla boat. On Friday, we are going to do the duck tour boat and the Freedom Trail.
Okay, like definitely do the Freedom Trail.
Yeah, we're going to do
What's the Freedom Trail?
It's basically it's the story of how Boston was formed, and it takes you to the North Church, takes you to all the big historical places of significance. Takes
you get to like run around and say like the British are coming. The British,
right? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Who knows, bro? Put me on a horse. Let's go. The Raiders are coming. I'm gonna be like, the Raiders are coming. The Raiders are coming.
Well, the funny thing is that cigar bar I told you about. Right down the street is Sam Adams' original house. Still stands.
Sam Adams is from there. That's right. Yeah.
So
I mean, while you're up there too, check out the USS Constitution. It's the oldest commissioned. I mean, Leo should know about it, I'm sure.
The Constitution, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's still.
I mean, I wasn't old enough to serve on that one.
Yeah, right, man. We know you were out there serving on that one, babe.
It's still it's a commissioned position in the Navy. You actually do tours on that ship still. There's still an actual commander on that ship.
Damn, he said don't eat pizza in Cali, don't eat Mexican in New York, and don't eat Cajun outside
of Louisiana.
That's funny. But yeah, man, if you guys have questions, Jeff is the guy to hit up. Where do babies come from? We don't yeah. Maybe there are stupid questions after all. He said, Jeff, what is your favorite museum? Me and my girl are trying to plan.
The Boston Museum of Science, for sure. Although you are still a little kid, the Boston Children's Museum wouldn't be bad either. You're the right height. You might be able to get in. Now, Boston Museum of Science, which is where the duck tour starts. So, Will, you'll be there when you do the duck tour.
Yep.
The duck tour.
Yeah,
the duck tour boat. It's a boat.
It's like the old World War II duck boats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amphibious landing crafts. Yeah, they got those there. They drive around the city on a tour. Then you actually go into the Charles River with it. That's what the Red Sox, when they won their first World Series after 1918, the one most recent, the first one.
What's your score prediction on week 1?
Oof. Good one.
24-14.
Who?
Raiders.
That's good. Good score. That's a good score.
Okay.
Oh, man. Hey, Cheeto, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I think we win that one 21-17. It's going to be a nail biter. Yeah.
All right.
2 young squads, 2 tough squads. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I can only imagine what this is.
Here comes James.
Give me the Raiders and a big old FU to Josh McDaniels. Give me the Raiders 31-17.
Wow.
2 touchdown wins.
31 points on game 1, bro. Damn.
Okay. You know what? I'm not as hopeful. I'm looking at 17-14. We squeak by with the win with the kick. Like fourth quarter, nail biter, and somehow Carlson comes out there and booms like a 44-yarder. And we storm out of freaking Foxborough screaming, bro. That's what I'm thinking.
Myra, what's up, girl? Yay, area. And they got an event coming up this week, too. We'll have to talk about that in a bit as well. But
yes, sir.
Raider 24 got a question. What made you become host?
So who wants to answer?
I'm only here so I don't get fined.
This guy. No, he's not. He's here to... No, I'm going to keep quiet again. I don't want to say why he's here. You know what, bro? Honestly, I've been to Vegas. I've been to the games. I love our new stadium, but I don't like the environment, the atmosphere. So what made me want to do this was kind of bring more people together, I guess, in a way. You know, I mess with a lot of the booster clubs, different ones. You know, now that I am a member of the Black Hole, still it doesn't mean I'll stop hanging out with all the other ones and doing their things. I met Myra who's from the Bay, bringing back that Bay Area vibe. You know, I have friends who do the LA one. People that I've met in Vegas that I think we should get all together. You know, Raw, Raiders Against the World, what he's trying to do. So I think me, it's just bringing a bunch more Raider fans so that when this team starts winning again, that we are going to be there and then just black it out. Obviously, it's never going to be the same again. I always tell people that, we need to bring it back. It's never going to be the same again. It's not going to be Oakland. It's not going to be LA. It's going to be Vegas. But it's up to us what we're going to make it, basically. But that's why I decided to do this part.
James, you want to go or you want me to go?
So repeat it one more time. I'm so sorry.
Well, what made you become a host or want you to become a host?
Okay, well, I just come on here and have fun. I got appointed by Will and Cheeto because I just think that they think I bring some fire to the chat. Oftentimes I get the chat pretty spicy up in here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I be getting the chat nice and spicy. Shout out Money Chuck if he's in here, but I don't think he's in here. He's my favorite. He's easily my best friend.
Money Chuck.
He's easily my best friend. I got tons of best friends in here. But yeah, no, I just like to come on here and hang out with the guys, man. And I mean, like I said, I'm just a guy. I'm just an armchair general manager with an opinion. You know, I just come out here and have fun.
Okay. Fucking my watered down fans. See what I mean? See?
So, man, for me, the reason I became a host of this, and I begged and pleaded for this. I've been with the Black Hole longer than like the rest of the hosts on the cast here. So, I mean, like, for me, man, it's what it brought to me. The Black Hole has brought so many good friends, so many good memories, so many people have been brought together by this, by this shield here, by this, this patch, this emblem.
Right.
It brings people together from all different colors, backgrounds, it doesn't matter. And that's what I love about it. And then when Mark gave us the opportunity, I reached out and, everybody had been telling him. And he said, you know what, guys, I'm going to give you guys the blessing to go ahead and do a podcast panel and get your crew together. I couldn't think of a better crew to get together. I'm like, we all have an investment in the Black Hole. We all love Raider Nation. And we all want to grow and grow this in a positive manner. So that's the reason I joined it, and I really wanted to do it with everybody else, to just show, hey, we're bigger than that, and we're all together, and I want to show the strength of TBH and Raider Nation together, man.
True.
That's why I did it.
I guess I'll answer for real now.
He said Jeff is still looking for his chugs.
Yeah, it should be like right about here somewhere in the screen, that little window. I guess I'm pretty much here because they needed someone that's old and distinguished looking. So that's why I'm out.
How can you say you're distinguished wearing a Crocodile Dundee hat, bro?
No, I
distinguished
when I knew that this was going to be a thing. I just knew this is going to be a great way to grow the Black Hole to something even bigger. I mean, it's huge as it is. This is another avenue for us to draw more fans into, from Raider Nation into becoming part of the Black Hole, and just help this grow. Help these newer chapters, like the chapter I took over is already an existing one that's been since 2016. They just haven't had a president for the last couple of years, and so I'm pretty much just taking over that chapter. Leo, on the other hand, he started a whole brand new chapter, so he's got to go through the real growing phase, and this will help. People will see this, fans will see this, and hopefully that'll draw attention to his chapter. People that might not be familiar that there's a chapter in that area right now.
Right.
He's still in the early stages of getting it up and running, and you'll start to see advertisements for it and promotions on, Instagram. It'll be mentioned on our shows, his show, I'm sure. It'll be mentioned here, obviously.
Yeah.
So this is a way to just grow everything. Even James doing the military chapter. I'm sure there's a bunch of fans out there that are still in the, Raider fans that are in the military that aren't even aware that that's even a thing. And this is another way for them to, be part of this, to be able to have another place to, express their Raider fandom, and same thing with Will, he's already got his show that he does, which spreads the word. And now we're just doing it in this field where
we're just here to spread the Raider gospel, y'all.
Yeah.
We're here to let you guys know exactly what's going on from the front lines. I'll be like, we are in the president's meetings. We are everything. So we want to let you guys know. So, hey, guys.
Or even if y'all have like ideas or suggestions with the stuff we bring up, I'll take that back, man.
Exactly. Yeah. We want to bring it back. We want to tell people, hey, we want to tell the people that are in charge, guys, this is what we're looking at. We want to make it better. We want Raider Nation to come out and feel invited at every single event, man.
Like Myra said, no more watered down fans, eh?
Exactly.
But to answer your question, Bueno, actually, we're in the works of that, bro. I am just now finding out there's more clubs here in the IE than I knew of, and they're reaching out on collabing, which is going to be great. Like I said, it's going to be good just to get everyone together. But the first official Black Hole Inland Empire one is probably going to end up being the Seattle game, that preseason game. It'll probably be that one at the spot in Riverside. I just got to get with Mike from Raider Nations Against the World to finalize all those details. But yeah, that's probably going to be the first one that we're going to do as an official Black Hole Inland Empire event. Like any other things, though, you guys know I go all over. I'm going to do the beach thing in a couple weeks with Mike and a bunch of other people, and I'm gonna do a little thing with MC Raider at another spot. So definitely be all over. And then, like you said, we're just here to get everyone together, man. Get this thing going.
Shout out MC Raider. If you guys don't know who he is, make sure you guys give him a follow. It's a really cool dude right there.
Yeah, he's a really, really cool dude, man. Yeah. See, like, and I keep hearing about the Golden Knights, and Nathan brought it up earlier. We need to get that Golden Knights energy with the Raiders. Yep. And from what I heard, is they're less corny. And a lot of people feel that what they're doing in base is kind of corny. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Myra, we agree. No more super dork costumes. Yeah.
Oh, man. That's crazy. Y'all crazy with that.
Hey,
man.
Should we go ahead and let them know about the TBH Express there, Cheeto?
Oh, yeah. You want to share it? I didn't download it. You can share it from your screen. Yeah.
Oh, man. Let me see here. I didn't.
No,
I have it.
I'll get it.
Yeah,
come on, Grandpa.
Hey,
I'll get it. But you know what? But before we do that, I want to have a little fun with y'all, real quick.
All you old farts.
Here we go.
I'll bring it up right now. But I saw this, and I'm interested on y'all's take and the chat's take. So the Bleacher Report had a Raiders Mount Rushmore since 2000, right? And these are the 4 names they came up with: Edge Max Crosby, quarterback Rich Gannon, kicker Sebastian Janikowski, and of course the GOAT Charles Woodson. Now, since 2000, we're talking about between now and last season, those are the 4 GOATs they would put on their Mount Rushmore. What do y'all think?
I think first of all, I think whoever designed that doesn't even know what Max Crosby looks like, because that ain't him.
I didn't even look at that, bro, for real.
That ain't him. And Charles Woodson, that ain't really him either. The only one that looks like the real person is Gannon, and that's only because of the hair.
Yeah.
Man, that's Max. I don't agree with it. I'll just say that.
I got a couple I disagree with.
Okay. Yeah. Gravy, there is a Central Valley one. I'll tell you who.
Yes, there is.
Go ahead.
There is a Central Valley one.
Who don't you agree with, James?
I don't necessarily agree with Gannon. Crosby, I'm kind of iffy on, because I think I think over Gannon, I think I'd rather have like Tim Brown.
My Ira mentioned it too. I said the same. Well, I would even have Tim Brown over Seabass.
I think I'm okay with leaving Sebastian Janikowski there because he was the only person scoring points for like fucking 15 years. So
it's not wrong.
I mean, everybody remembers he went out there and kicked that fucking 60-yard field goal drunk off his ass in Oakland. So
a fucking kicker, bro. A fucking kicker.
That's Mike fucking Gunny. Hey,
yeah.
Yo, so I'm gonna put it like this, man. I'm like, the sad thing is for me, if you're on the Mount Rushmore, you either have to have a yellow jacket.
Chat, put yours up there.
Or you have to have some rings, right? So we obviously.
Well, I mean, NFL, but we're talking about Raiders after 2000. There hasn't been Super Bowls. So.
But I'd be like, you're talking a Mount Rushmore, bro.
Yeah.
That means you're going to be a great. That means you're like a dude that is etched in Raiders history, right?
Right.
So I'd be like, how many guys since 2000 that you see guys that are going to be etched in Raiders history?
And I'm glad you said that because I've caught in some slack sometimes.
You know what?
We glorify our players back in the Oakland days that even though we were having losing seasons, they're considered Raider greats. And I'm like, in what way, bro? Like,
and I look at it like this, man. And I mean, like, don't get me wrong. We have had some great players.
Woodson, we've had some Gannon, Crosby, Brown. Okay.
Like you talk about Tim Brown, bro. You talk about a guy on that much. You talk about how we
Lincoln.
At Lincoln since 2000. What year? What year was he with us?
Oh, if Lincoln was hearing you right now, bro, you just had him on your show.
You know what? I got.
No, but I'd be like, what year? Like, what year was he? Like, wait a minute, what year was? Bro, like, I could see.
I got a popular hot take. I got a hot take. Oh, Jeff's gonna love this one. Jeff's gonna love this one. He's clutching his butt cheeks like a walnut right now before I get ready to start talking. What if we took out Gannon and we put him for the franchise leading quarterback of that time frame, Derek Carr?
Wow.
No, bro. No, Derek
He's
Carr
a franchise leader.
Bro, I don't care.
He's the franchise leader.
Okay.
So hold on.
That's when they don't matter.
Hold on. I'll let you guys argue right now.
Gannon played like 2 years.
Just so we're clear.
2 years.
Hold on, James. So we're talking about Rich Gannon, league MVP, took us to championship games and a Super Bowl.
Boom.
Right? Now we're talking about Derek Carr. Derek Carr,
Franchise
2016 leader. Was his best year. Leads the team, the franchise, in passing numbers, stuff like that, right? Obviously, when it comes to that, I think you have to remember eras as well. We're in a more pass-happy era, right? You throw the ball a lot more. How many of those yards were in garbage time? How many of those games were we being blown out? I get what you're saying. I love Derek Carr. I did. I really, really did. I was a huge Derek Carr fan. I know. My boy Chona gives me crap all the time because I was, right? But at the same time, when you're talking about Mount Rushmores, I thought the same. In 2000, he was our dude in the 2000s when you think about a Raiders quarterback because he solidified that position for so long. So I kind of see what you were going at, James, why I would put him up there. But about over Gannon,
okay, go ahead. Jerry Rice over Gannon.
I struggle with that because I consider Rice a Niner still.
I do too. He doesn't have the stats as a Raider to.
Ooh, Josh Jacobs. Thank you, Michael.
Oh,
woo!
Oh,
you
can't like.
Yeah. Go ahead, buddy.
I don't disagree with the car. To be honest with you,
you don't agree with Carr?
I don't disagree with the car.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Jeff on my side today.
Because in all honesty, he's right. I mean, he's the number one quarterback for us statistic-wise. Yes, not in the win-loss column. Definitely not that. But when you look at just overall playing ability and how can you argue that?
Yeah, both be up there. Okay.
But I will say my Rushmore, first one without a doubt, Rod Woodson. No two ways about it. He's definitely
Rod Woodson.
Rod
Not Charles.
Woodson.
I mean,
Charles
Charles
Woodson.
Woodson. Charles Woodson.
Okay.
Okay, like
No.
Charles Woodson is up there. Okay.
Charles Woodson
Okay.
definitely number one. I agree with. I will stick with Max Crosby on that, being on that mountain. I think there's one that you guys keep overlooking that I think should be on there, and left the team in the wrong way. Nnamdi Asomugha.
Oh, I thought you were going to say.
He was a stud.
Yeah, that's another one I brought up. I think I brought it up in that chat.
Yeah.
Like, who made this, and how did they leave Nnamdi out? Yeah.
And then if I'm going to throw another name into this mix, I know somebody said Lincoln Kennedy, but the only problem is Lincoln Kennedy was only. No, he played until 2003. So, I mean, he was there for those years. But I look at a guy that was there for a little bit longer. I might have to go with.
Exactly.
You know what? I don't know.
Mac.
Now.
Khalil Mack.
No.
Wow.
No.
Time out. Flag on the play. Where's those flags Queen gave me? How do you not include Khalil Mack?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Easy. Watch. I don't think he's on there.
Is he the best player? Do you consider Khalil Mack better than Max Crosby?
In his prime, I think Mac was, because Mac created.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Do you think Max Crosby has hit his prime?
Not yet, but we're not talking about what you could be. We're talking about what you've done.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he's approaching his prime, though.
He's approaching his prime. Yeah.
From what I see is like I could see what you guys are saying, but I think right now,
he said Raider Will would be the passing yards leader if you played all those. Who is this? Did you say you know who that is?
That's our boy Gunny Raider, bro. That's my boy.
Gunny Raider. Salute, brother.
Salute, brother. Hey, this one.
Oh man.
I mean, I look at it as like longevity type thing. That's why I can't say Lincoln Kennedy. He only played he only played 3 years into the 2000s.
I guess that would be the other part, right? You have to like, how many years do you have to be here?
Yeah, like I would put Wisniewski on there, but he only played the first 2 years into the 2000s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jason. We need a name criteria. Yeah,
and longevity. I think longevity is what gets Sebastian Janikowski.
Yeah,
he was there.
But how do you forget Nnamdi, bro? How do you not put Nnamdi up?
Because he wasn't up there. He wasn't with us for very long.
Nnamdi?
How long was he with us for?
He was with us for over past year, the rookie contract. It was when he had to resign.
Was with us like 7 years, bro.
That's 7 years, bro.
7 years out of your like. How long was the Polish Cannon with us?
Hey, I got 2 more names I want to throw into the mix right now.
Who's that? Oh wait, we got one from the chat. Marcel Reese. I love that one. Okay.
I like that.
Fuck. That was one I was gonna say.
Okay.
That was one of the ones I was gonna say. All right, other honorable mention, since we're talking about Seabass. Shane Leckler.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my God, another kicker.
Hunter.
Mind you, I get you. Leckler was the shit, bro. He really was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's
damn, bro.
Bro, do you see him as a pro? Like, and that's the hard part. Like, we're looking. What is that criteria?
Israel, beast mode. I love beast mode, right? But I only wear that jersey not because I get to wear one because he wore one as a Raider because I loved him as a player. Does that make sense?
Well,
I can never wear a Seahawks one.
There's so many different names you could throw in there. I mean, you still haven't said McFadden. He's another one.
McFadden.
Yeah, I was about to say that one. Hey, Crockett.
What about Crabtree? I think Crabtree was balling with us, man.
What about Crockett?
Agreed.
Zach Crockett.
Charlie Gardner.
Charlie Gardner.
That's a name right there.
That's a good one. Yeah. He said, "Is this soccer?" But that's just how bad we've been, though. You know that.
But again, Charlie Gardner was only here 3 years with us. You know, I'm looking at guys like Barry Sims. You know, who was here.
Of course, you're looking at the linemen. Yeah.
So what's our criteria then?
What about nobody's mentioned this one either? What about Colt Miller?
Damn. And I think that has a lot to do with
Rodney
Colton being
Hudson.
so
Wait.
quiet. Rodney was a good one. Rodney
Hudson.
bro.
But
Rodney
do you consider Rodney Hudson a Chief, or do you consider him a Raider?
You know who's
Rodney
going to be up
Hudson
there? We're
was-
talking about what they could be. JPJ's going to be up there.
Yep. JPJ. Possibility.
Yeah.
Rodney Hudson was with us for 6 seasons. He was here from 2014 to 2020.
Yeah, see, that's good. Yeah.
That's a good run at center, the starter every season.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
You know,
so how
you look
many
at the
seasons did he
defense
play with
during
the
that
Chiefs?
time. There's only
Shane Leckler.
there's
There you
really-
go. Bro, Darren Waller. Not his CDs, man.
Nah,
Really?
he didn't do that long.
Wait, not Darren Waller? He was balling
No,
before he crashed out. That was Carr's weapon. Darren Waller.
Yeah, for 1 season.
Oh,
he got
my
hurt.
God.
Then Jason Witten came in. Then
It
you
was
had-
more than 1 season, bro.
It was 1 season where him and Renfro blew up, and then they both.
Renfro. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, Renfro again, and not a guy that got a lot of playing time.
Come
You know, he had
on,
that one
all eyes. McLean, not McLean. McLean, right?
Hey, you know Jamarcus Russell was the best draft pick.
Hey, you forgot Napoleon Harris. There's another great one.
Right?
Hey,
Marquette
what happened
King.
with Napoleon Kaufman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had like 4 good years. That's what I'm saying, bro. He had like 4 good years.
Or as Aunt Six would say if he's here, Koofman.
Koofman. Yeah.
Tom Cable.
Tom Cable.
Oh, man.
You know, it's a tough stretch from 2000.
Nathan,
to,
give me
you
your
know,
4.
to
Yeah.
now.
Ooh, Richie Incognito.
Oh, Warren Sapp, he can kiss.
But he was hurt more towards the end, huh? Richie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There's a guy that
I
should have been a
got,
Raider from day one.
Yeah, Koofman was more 90s.
I got.
Give me yours, Alpha Kasi. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, what about Tyrone Wheatley?
Tyrone Wheatley?
He had a couple good seasons, but not really.
Yeah. I think with Tyrone, because we mainly use him and Zach for red zone type stuff.
Just
Yeah.
someone put fucking Randy when he went to the. That's the comment, bro. That's the funniest comment all day.
AB, Arnett, Leatherwood, Tyree. Oh my god. Randy when he went to the Patriots, bro. Oh yeah.
Hey, fuck it. Zay Jones for the Miracle Wildcard season.
Zay had a hell of a season that year. Yeah. Mhm.
And then you
Yeah.
never heard of him again.
It is funny that we're not mentioning too many defenders. I think we've only mentioned Mac, Woodson, Namdi.
No, I did
right?
say Namdi.
Namdi, yeah. Mhm.
I've been like really thinking, like, bro, it's been hard for us defensively. I mean,
Yeah.
like, and that's where I'm like, where's the criteria? What are we looking at? We just mentioned about 30 or 40 different players to be on this Mount Rushmore, and we're like, it's just too difficult.
Hayward Bay on 2 games.
What? Hayward Bay 2.
Look at this guy, James
Wilkins. Hey, who's this guy?
Oh my lord.
Say Wilkins.
Where did he go?
Where'd you go? I think he took himself off. Yeah.
He's not even in the studio.
Who? I'm
Where'd
right
he
here.
go?
No, Will.
No, Will. Yeah.
Oh,
I'd say Gannon. Okay, so all I says Gannon, Mac, Woodson, and Carr. I'd be cool with that. I still think
I could work with that one. I guess.
that one would make me feel better about it. Yeah.
whoa, we got chat.
Here comes AR. AR with a super chat. How can Mac not be there? In 4 seasons, 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, 1-time 2 position. No other player has done that. And defensive MVP. That's what I'm saying. That was why I was outraged that Mac wasn't on there. Yeah. And if you go in that chat, tread lightly, it's going to piss you off because people will tell you why they think that Mac did not deserve to be on that list. But yeah, I appreciate you, AR. Yeah, I think.
Well,
Mac,
again, I was just. I mean, definitely
That's a good point.
stats.
That's definitely a good point.
His stats warrant him being there. I get it, but I was looking more of a longevity. That's all.
And that's the thing. I mean, like, if we're looking at stats, it's one thing. If we're looking at longevity, what's the criteria, man?
No, but I think for the impact he had as a Raider, you have to include Khalil Mack.
I'll give you that.
Like, when was the last time you were so excited about a defensive player?
Max Crosby,
not named Max Crosby, not named Max Crosby, not named Max Crosby. But it was Khalil Mack. Yeah.
Well, and then
how many of us have Khalil Mack jerseys that we're just staring
Christian
at?
Wilkins. Christian Wilkins, when he got signed.
Oh man!
Told you I only got one jersey. That's it. I haven't worn it in years, and I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah, he's got a Robert Gallery jersey. Yo.
I bought it his rookie year, and then once he just piddled out, I'm like, I'm never wearing it again, and I'm never buying a jersey of a new player ever again. I may make the exception with JPJ though. So,
but I mean, I thought that was pretty interesting. When I saw that list, and I wanted to know what you guys thought. As Raider fans, and what the people thought in the chat. Because when I saw Bleacher Report came up with that, like, who in Bleacher Report came up with that list? Yeah,
right, Mo at Bleacher Report, Mo Moten.
And I hope Mo was involved, and if he was, I might be a little disappointed that he didn't include Khalil Mack.
And I mean, it depends on what his criteria was.
Yeah.
He might be looking at longevity. He might be looking at the impact that they made on the team. It's just so many different things.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Fuck it. Jason Campbell.
Hey, I love Jason Campbell, bro. Yeah. If Jason Campbell don't go down that year, we're cooking with Hugh Jackson in that offense.
Yes, sir. Hey,
we were cooking that year.
Yeah, we were cooking. Jason Campbell was great
already.
Huh? What'd you say, Jeff?
I had that in the down below to be presented, but I just deleted it because you put yours up. So.
Oh, you did?
Hey,
I brought it up.
Hey, Chad, what do we think? What do we think about putting Terrell Pryor up there?
Oh, relax.
Calm down. You just trying now, bro. Terrell.
See, and I think this is why people don't want Mac, and to me, that doesn't justify why you don't want him up there. I forgot who I was watching or what I was watching, but they were talking about the dark side of the NFL that we don't know as fans is the money. No, I was watching a baseball documentary. That's what I was watching. The one about the Red Sox. And it was about how when Nomar, they were going to trade Nomar and Manny and all that stuff because they're going to bring in A-Rod. And they're like, the part that fans don't understand is that dark side of it, the financial part. The stuff they offer you, how disrespected you feel as an athlete when you poured your love, whatever, to this team, right? And then you get like, well, he didn't stay here. He should have took the money when that's all hearsay that we hear. We hear that him and John Gruden didn't get along. That's why he's gone. He wanted too much money. There's no way we could have paid Carr and him. How were we going to do that? It's just so much. But to use that as a reason to not include him as one of the Raider greats, to me, is crazy.
For me, it's not even about that, man. I mean, I think it like this. This is a business. I'm like,
yeah, it's a huge business side of it. Yeah.
And I mean, and they're trying to feed whoever they got and their families. And I'm not going to take anything less than I think what I'm worth at work. Mm-hmm. So whatever they do for me, I think it just depends on the qualifications that you're looking for. If you're looking for impact, absolutely. But if you're talking about longevity and saying, hey, man, I'm looking for a guy that had about 8 to 10 year career with the team, he just didn't make that. He made an impact in his time, absolutely. But
I appreciate you, Val. Appreciate you. Great show so far.
Kasi, I didn't say it yet, but I'm sorry I forgot to say it. But thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate that.
Hey, how much longer are you guys going? We got 10 minutes left.
We got a couple. Yeah. I'm gonna bring up the one Will wanted to talk about. Then I'll let you do one if you got. But this is something Will wanted to bring up. This came out from our last president's meeting, right, Will?
Yes, sir. Hey, guys, we got the Black Hole Express coming from Phoenix, LA, and which other station, Cheeto? Do you remember?
I remember he said LA, Phoenix, and I can't remember the other one.
Was it Yuma? No, not Yuma.
No, Phoenix is Arizona. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I know that.
Was it Colorado? And then I said Colorado. What's in Colorado?
No. I think it's like Northern California or something like that, or Northern.
It might be Northern Cali. It might be Northern Cali.
I can't remember what city it was.
Me
We'll
either.
get that. We'll get that.
We'll get the info once it comes out. But
Yeah.
this express, bro, I'm telling you, those of us who live here in LA have been wanting one for the longest. People have tried, their own way, their own club, their own business. They don't have the promotion or the following maybe to make it work. But this with the black hole and the people he has linking it, because this is in LA, it's happening at Yamava.
Yeah.
Working with Yamava with the casino. So going from there to Vegas, and I'm assuming either at Fremont or at the Palms, because that's Yamava also. They're the same casino. It's gonna be awesome, bro. Like, I can't wait. I'm not one who flies now, but if this is available, you best believe we're riding on that bus.
Everybody needs it. These aren't like your normal city buses. These are the same luxury buses. Like you see the team get on to take them to the airport. These are like full on luxury, comfy ass buses.
Yeah, this is that good bus, the charter bus with like the Wi-Fi and stuff. It ain't like that bus you got when you was in the army. You know what I'm saying? You was going out to the field. Don't worry.
You remember that boot camp bus?
You know what I'm saying? Looking like
this is
like
no
you
yellow
just got
school bus or short bus. This is a legit bus.
Looking like you just got out of jail.
No, absolutely.
You sure said he thinks it was LA and Phoenix. Maybe there wasn't a third one. Yeah.
I thought he said a third one.
I thought they said a third one as well, but we'll make sure.
Or maybe he said a third one in the working. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Arizona peeps, LA peeps, man. Yeah, shout out
make sure
to
you guys get your ticket, man. It's really a key thing. I mean, like, get out there, support the nation, be a part of it. If you guys don't want to drink and drive, if you guys just want to ride to the game, this is your ticket. Man, where else can you drink, get to the games, keep drinking, and then the short bus?
And if you don't drink, you can have fun as well.
Yeah, and if you don't, get a cheap ride.
Hey, if you're like me or Will, we drink non-alcoholic beer. Yes, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Bruh, tell me why the guy at 7-Eleven gave me the Heineken one, and it's good.
I told you they're good. They're good.
It tastes just the same, man.
It's actually not bad.
Yeah.
The Coors one's good too, actually. Just to let you know.
Hey Jeff, if you haven't had it, I know you're in Boston. Samuel Adams actually has a hazy IPA one. Try it. You'll be so surprised.
Two things. One, I never liked Sam Adams to begin with, so that's one. And two, I haven't had a drink in 5 years, so I quit drinking.
So am I the only one on here that drinks still?
I think so.
Pretty much.
I think you need to get. Maybe it might be time for you to go get a chip, bro.
My gosh.
If by ship you mean championship, I am all for it. Yes.
This isn't me asking this, just to let you know that's my kid. Are you at work? Or are you home now? Because
I was like, Jeff, why are you asking that in the chat? Like,
that's not me. That's my son.
I want to know what
I don't use my full name.
So you want to know what we think about the receivers? I'll tell you what I think about the receivers. I think a lot of people are putting a lot of pressure on these young guys to come out there and perform and be something special, and they're not going to give them time to develop. I think that these guys can become something special, but Raider Nation has a bad tendency of trying to push these guys, and as soon as they're not doing as well as they thought they would, we're calling them a bust. I'll be like, and that's the hard part. I think these rookies have time. If they have time to develop, we'll have something special. That's what it is.
Right. Okay. All right. What about you, James? What do you think about the receivers?
Sitting on the shit of talking.
Hot take. Hot take number 2 for the day. Well, this is probably the last hot take of the day. But this one might send some people to bed angry. Dante Thornton is going to be better than Jack Bitch.
I don't think that's a stretch.
I don't think that's a stretch. I'd be like, bro, all of them have physical ability.
Right.
As far as them as a core, I think Jacoby Myers Jacoby Myers is easily the heartbeat. I think it's really going to be on Thornton. If Thornton can step it up, I think we have a chance. I just don't see Jack Vetch getting a lot of separation. I just don't, not at least not his rookie season. It's possible maybe his second year, but I just don't see him getting all kinds of separation. And I kind of think his play is going to get overshadowed by Brock Bowers anyways. So, I mean, I would say it's going to, if we're going to do well, it's going to be because Thornton really pulls it together, because I don't really have high hopes for Trey Tucker neither. So that's kind of where I'm sitting. I'm kind of in the middle. I mean, I'm not really thinking that we're great, but I'm not thinking we're horrible. I mean, I think the opportunity and the chance is there, but I don't know. I'm not sold on Jack Betch. That's who I'm not sold on, if you want my honest opinion.
Right. When we drafted Jack Betch, I was like, who? I wasn't like, wow, you know.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, when we draft, I was with 805 at the time. And then shout out to 805. Make sure y'all follow and watch his shows. He does great videos. But I was like, okay, Thornton had the size, Thornton had the speed. He opened my eyes more. But I still stick to what Will says. These are young guys. You have to give them time, especially Thornton, because he comes from a program that has a bad history of receivers not developing because of the way they play in college, right? Mm-hmm. When it comes to that part, yeah, I think more when I look at our receivers, I look at Kobe and how he can get better now that he has a quarterback like Geno. I want to see with Bowers how much Bowers is going to get even better in the Chip Kelly system with Geno at quarterback. You know, I don't want to put too much on the young guys. If the young guys excel, if they come out and ball, I'm going to be all for it. I'll probably be one of the dudes wearing their jersey from the get-go, you know. Mayer too. See what Mayer brings back. The one I'm looking at is Tucker. What's going to happen to Trey Tucker? You know, this is what his third year now. So what are we doing? You know, where is he going to fit in? No, you need to really get more aware where you're catching the ball, where you are on the field. Not so many body catches. You know, how many times did he almost make a good catch, but he was out of bounds? Right. A lot of that too can have to do with the throws that were given to him, but the coordination, the way they're being used. I always thought that dipshit last year was using him wrong, the way they were trying to put him on the outside. To me, Trey Tucker's not an outside type receiver. But I mean, we'll see what that happens. I have heard that a lot. Betch, a tight end, right? But I mean, we'll see when it comes to that. Like they are young, but to me, it's a promising young when you see what we have in them. And they're young and they're higher draft picks, not walk-ons. You know? Yeah.
No, didn't Cooper sign with somebody?
Even if he's not, no, he's still a free agent. To me, Cooper, you got to remember, Cooper should be a lot better than what he is right now. He was our first round pick. He was set to be one of these big time receivers. I'm not saying he's garbage, but he's also not at one of those elite receivers that he should have been considering where he was drafted.
Correct.
To me, Cooper has hit where he's going to be.
He's on his back end now.
And he's on the back end of it at that, right? And then you're going to pay someone that much on his back end because we had him before and you want him back. You know, is Amari Cooper going to really be that game changer that could come in here and it's going to elevate this team to the next level? I don't think Amari Cooper is that receiver anymore.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Now we trade for Scary Terry. That would be a little different.
That's a different player.
That's a different player, right?
Yeah. A whole different. He's got a whole different skill set.
Yeah.
Different skill set.
Aguilar.
Different ceiling, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
dude, easy on the oldest shit stuff.
Yeah.
And
how is Jacoby Myers old? Jacoby Myers isn't old.
He's young.
Yeah.
He's the same age as you little shit.
Now, and this is where my thing with Cooper comes in. Cooper was with Josh Allen. People will argue he's the best quarterback. I think Burrow is. But people will argue he's the best quarterback. And that's who he was with. And did he excel in Buffalo?
No. I'd be like, he made some plays, but he was the same as he was with the Raiders.
Yeah.
I'd be like, he's spotty. I'd be like, what does he bring to this team?
What's up, Diesel?
You know, that's my question. And he doesn't bring anything to be on that level to be like, hey, we need this.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm not all up about the Amari Cooper. And mind you, Amari Cooper was one of my favorites At that time, I named my dog. I had a support animal, a little puppy, and I named my dog. It was either Bo or Cooper. And then she was like, "No, let's name him Cooper." And I was like, "All right, cool." And that was my dog, like Cooper. So I loved him when he was a Raider. But yeah, no,
100%. Shoot, hey, you want to talk about the Raider events we got going on this weekend, Leo?
Yes, for sure. Who do we got, bro? Who do we got?
Hey, first of all, man, TBH events coming up, right? We got the Bay Area chapter, July the 12th, bringing our boy Lincoln Kennedy back to San Leandro and Ricky's. So go down there, baby, meet our boy Lincoln Kennedy. Go down there, enjoy time with our boy Cisco and the fam and the Black Hole family. There's going to be a lot of chapters represented. I know you'll see Raider at Via. Are you going to be up there, Leo?
No, I probably won't be there, but I know Via was going to be there. Yeah.
Yep. And do we have the flyer, Jeff, that we could share with that? I think we uploaded that earlier, so I'll be like, we could show you guys the flyer there. So make sure that you guys show up. Make sure that you guys are a part of it, man. And hey, right after that, our boy Jeff, go ahead, man. Let him know what you got going on the East Coast for yours.
So, what do you mean, as far as like for the pregame stuff, or
for your barbecue? I think, right? You got a barbecue.
Oh yeah, we're doing on Saturday, the 19th of July. So it's a week from this coming Saturday. We're doing this is the first time I'm going to get to meet most of the chapter members from where the chapter originated from, which is up in Chicopee, Mass. So we're going to a house. One of the members up there, she opened up her house to do a meet and greet and like a summer barbecue for the chapter. So she got a big in-ground pool. She got a bar set up, the whole 9 yards. So we're going to do a potluck cookout at her place. So
what's up, James?
Looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time.
I got a small piece of Raiders news. They just popped up on my phone, and I don't know how legitimate it is, but I know we haven't covered it, so it has to be pretty recent. Apparently, there has been hinting of more potential ownership by a celebrity. Apparently, there's been hinting from Mark Wahlberg about potentially owning some of the Raiders.
You didn't see that?
Yeah, I mean, like, that's old news. That's because him and Tom Brady are best buddies or whatever, bro. I'm like,
bro, is Hero here to watch or to promote other people's channels?
I know he's driving me crazy tonight. He doesn't.
Mark.
You need to handle that fool.
Yeah,
he's not on my channel. I can't. He won't come on my channel.
He's not on mine.
He's on Will's.
Oh, he's on Will's channel. Oh,
no, I don't know how to do it.
That's all right. What are you guys
talking about?
Yeah, but yo,
Hero, that's that one bonehead. Yeah,
Piano Man.
Oh,
but yeah, I heard about that. He was with Tom, and he talked about going to more Raider games than he did Patriot games, and how he painted his golf cart black.
Yep. And then, that's kind of where the rumors came out, kind of wild, huh? That now, hey, all of a sudden he's going to be an owner because he's now they said that he might be a fan, because he's Tom Brady's friend. So he's been to more Raider games.
Everything fan for years. So
now just shut up. Nobody wants to hear that drama, bro. But yeah, it's crazy to me when you hear that because I always thought once Tom Brady bought the ownership part or whatever, right? There's still that aspect of people that are fans of him, and they will become Raider fans just because of Tom Brady. Yeah. And now you see Wahlberg because Wahlberg to me was the biggest Patriots fan, right?
Yeah, Celtics, Red Sox, Bruins,
Red Sox, all that stuff, right?
So that's what I'm like, bro. Like, I don't see anything in that. I mean, like, bro, he's not a guy that's gonna want to buy into the Raiders, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd be like, he'll do it for the money. He'll do it for the money, man. It's a business. But yo, the last thing I'll talk about is this: August the 2nd, up in Denver, blackout, baby. Make sure y'all come out. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all come out, baby.
Make sure I had this one.
Hey, we got TBH, Denver, WESTCO, Cheyenne, blacking out the Mile High City. Come out, get some dog, get some barbecue, join us, man. Have a good time, no doubt about it. So yes, I made sure you had that one.
This one's August 2nd, right?
Yes, sir.
So I see 3 logos. What are the 3 clubs there?
Denver, Western Colorado, and then Cheyenne.
That's the West Coast one. I was like, why is this fool put West Coast up there? Like, he ain't West Coast.
West Coast, because it's Western Colorado. We abbreviate for.
I get it now. I get it. It makes
Yeah.
sense. It makes sense.
Yes.
Oh,
Right?
boot-
I personally don't care who buys stick in the team.
What's that?
Did you boot him off of yours?
Hell yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
good job.
Bro, it's simple, bro.
And you guys probably don't know, and you don't need to, but there's like other shows. They just drama, and there's no need to bring that to this platform. You know what I mean?
We're not here.
No,
We're not
here
here.
for that.
Mhm.
Here for
Hey,
all
look at
that.
that. Where's-
He's a Chargers fan on top of that too. So it's like
So I know you mentioned the event this Saturday, and he's not here, but maybe me and Jeff have our show tomorrow, the Raider Connection. If somebody from that club or somebody who's promoting it wants to come on tomorrow, they can come on our pod tomorrow to promote that event this weekend.
Yeah, Cisco already came on the pod
Okay.
and promoted
Mhm.
it. Cisco will come on, and you'll see him come on and up, and you'll see him come on and up on this podcast as well, guys. So
Okay.
I mean, I'll talk to him and see what we can do. I mean, like we might get him
Yeah, if he
on
wants
Thursday.
to. Only if he wants to. Like what we're saying, me and Jeff will open up our platform for that tomorrow if he wants.
Yeah. So hey,
Him or anybody. Like
Yeah.
I know Myra is promoting it as well. So if he wants Myra to represent them, I could ask Myra. Myra's always down to come on with us. Yeah. But anybody who's going to be in that Bay Area. And if you don't know, and I love the fact that Cisco brought back the Bay Area aspect part of it, including Ricky's. Because to me, when I went to Oakland back in those 2000s, Ricky's was the spot. That's where we went. That's what I always look forward to. I was part of Worldwide Fans in Black. We would land, stay right there in the little cheap ass hotels right there on Hedenberger or whatever the hell, right? Go to the stadium for a little Legends party. The next morning, go tour the headquarters. But after that headquarters tour, we all met up at Ricky's, right? And the Legends would come with us. Bolitnikov, Stabler, Phil Villapiano, who's always there, right? So it was just awesome to I think to me that opened my mind up to the whole Oakland side of the Raiders. Yeah,
it's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember there was a show these guys used to do when they used to go to certain cities, but they would dress up as the opposing fans team, and the guys came.
I gotta call it, fellas.
All right, James. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Salute, brother.
Take care, bro. Handle.
Later, man. With these 2 guys showed up dressed as Chargers fans, and they had Raider fans out there chasing them around, and then they showed up dressed in Raider gear at Ricky's.
No,
You never seen that? I'll have to find it. I'll share it with you guys in the channel.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Yeah.
I'll find it. It's freaking funny. What's up, Lunatic?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but hey, man, this was cool. I like this. I remember the prank video. James, what prank video? I wish James was still here so he could answer this. What prank video?
I don't remember.
I know. Elon Bush gonna be at Ricky's. I know he gonna be there for sure.
Yeah.
Unless he thinks I'm James, I'm Jeff.
Right.
Yeah,
Maybe you're
exactly.
Jeff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lunatic Raider. What's up, brother? Welcome, little instigator. But man, this was cool. I like this. Definitely bring it back more. We can do this weekly. Bring up, it's gonna be interesting once the season starts.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Start to bring some of that footage too from some of these events. Not too much because it's adult fun out there. Damn it. They call it Sin City for a reason.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff has to get edited. That's for sure.
No worries.
Yeah, he remembers the prank videos. See, maybe you can remember. Hey, like, if you remember it, send it to me, bro. Please, I want to see it. I can't remember the one he's talking about. I'm new to this YouTube world, by the way. I only started watching YouTube videos maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, and even before then, it was like I think I started when COVID hit. Like, what is like? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I know there's a lot of stuff out there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Even with podcasts, I know, like with you, Will. You were sharing. You've been doing the whole audio side of things for a while. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, it's just there's different streams, different abilities, but guess what, guys? We're going to be on all of them. Now,
Yeah,
you guys will
for
be
sure.
able to hear us on Spotify. You guys will be able to hear us
Right.
on every single channel, just bringing you guys the news. And I'm excited, man. This is a great partnership between all, I guess you can say
definitely.
the Black Hole Network now. Like, we are guys, these guys that you see on your screen are presidents of all Black Hole chapters. And you know what? We're going to bring you guys the latest and greatest of what we're doing. I'll be like,
For
Jeff
sure.
had a great show just earlier with a young man that we're looking to help fundraise for. So make sure that you lock in on him. Cheeto always got stuff going on. I'll have stuff on my channel tomorrow as well. So guys, just stay locked in. Lots of information coming out. The Black Hole is coming out strong this year, baby.
Yeah.
We are coming out with it. I will tell
definitely.
you that much.
Make sure you hit all the different channels up too, out of who's on here, so you can stay on top of everything that's going on. Hit my channel, hit Will's, hit Leo's.
Mm-hmm.
James doesn't have a channel yet, but we're gonna work on that with him.
And guys, we'll be posting all sorts of information. I mean, like we'll have, like I said, the itinerary when we go out to New England. If you guys want to join on certain events, we'll have things like coming out for every single game where every single TBH chapter has stuff going on. You guys are going to hear it here first on the Most Notorious Podcast, baby.
Well, I told you that Thursday night when you guys get in, I'll be up in Boston with you. As I'm hanging out with you guys Thursday night. Wife already knows, so her and I will be up there Thursday.
Who knows? We might shoot a live there and then.
I was thinking about it.
From Boston,
definitely. I know I'm doing one Saturday night while we're at the party for sure.
So there you go. Baby,
I don't know how you guys can do that. I can't. I know people were wanting me to go live when I was up north with y'all. I enjoy myself in the moment. I may record stuff here and there, and then maybe I'll put a video together later.
Well, and that's what you saw what I did. I mean, like I have my camera, I record,
Mhm.
I do the same thing. I mean, like you gotta live in the moment, you gotta be there with the people, and it's
Yeah.
definitely gonna be exciting. Oh, let's see. Oh, he'll
LV
be there too. Let's
I'll
go.
be right
Baby.
at 10. Yeah, he'll be there.
Hey, hit us up, man. Can't wait. Like, gonna definitely make some legendary memories out there.
Oh, hell yeah, man. We're going to have a good time.
Yep.
I'm just not going to the $140 buffet. That's the one thing I'm not doing.
I
can't eat
I already had that
$140 worth of
seafood.
food.
He's like, I already had that seafood.
Yeah, that's crazy. $140.
All you can
If
eat
this was like
seafood,
15
bro,
years
monster.
ago, I would've-
Wait. Jeff has to park his car before he goes to the park in Boston.
I got to go park my car.
I love it, Ardell.
And then we might take a walk through Harvard Yard.
Man, when I was watching that Boston Red Sox thing last night, all I could think about this is going to be like when I go see Jeff. Everyone's going to sound like that.
Oh,
We love
dude,
No
you're gonna be
Ma.
in Boston. If you end up in Boston, that's all you're going to hear. It's
Yeah.
not
No Ma.
Boston.
I'm gonna tell you
It's
like this,
Boston.
bro. Jeff was talking to me, and my wife was sitting next to me, and she's like, "Oh, I can hear that accent. I know where that accent's from." And I was like,
Right?
"I was like, man, he just spoke like 2 words."
Harvard.
Harvard
Harvard Yard.
Shoot.
Oh, that's funny. I love it. But all right, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, being here with us. We'll be back next week for another episode of the Most Notorious Podcast. Maybe we'll have some of our other presidents on here with us on board as well. I know there's interest from some of the other guys to come on here and they can share what they're doing and stuff like that, brother. But
Do we want to change the time
why?
instead of doing a 10 o'clock start?
Why?
10 o'clock my time. I don't care. I'm just asking. I didn't know if we
I
wanted to
think,
do
like,
it a little bit earlier.
So I think with all the other presidents, it's hard because on the West Coast after 7 o'clock, we really have to look at that. So for right now, guys, we're doing during the season, we'll do Tuesdays and Thursdays. During the off season, we'll just do once a week on Tuesdays, set at 7:15 Pacific Standard Time. So, guys, I'll be like, anything you guys want to listen to, anything you guys want to hear, hit us up. If you guys have anything for the Black Hole, please let us know, man. We want to make this a lot better for you guys.
Show. All right, y'all.
Salute.
Peace out.
Just win, baby.
Look, check it out. All Black with a hoodie, snapback, Raiders cap on. Long white socks, me mugging like I'm King Kong. With them all black Chuck Taylors. West side in this bitch yelling Raiders. Thuggin', cause we know with it. Motherfuckers like y'all suck, but we don't give a fuck, nigga. We deal with it. Jaw jacking, getting nigga fucked up with the quickness. Parking lot squabbles, giving nigga the business. Shh, quiet. The fuck you mean? We yelling Raiders, bitch. Like fuck.